Hello, Toastmasters. This is where you die. Now, John, Mr. Contest Master, do you mind if I, before I demonstrate this, explain a few things?
Please.
Because it would not be a good scene to see me die right here in front of everyone. But I established my baseline for my public speaking in 1989, and it wasn't pretty. And it's the reason I'm here. I work for a German company called Stihl. A lot of you know that. We sold chainsaws. It was a family-owned company. And they had a manufacturing plant in Virginia Beach. And every year we would bring our very best dealers from the entire country to Virginia Beach for a convention. And it was a great time to really get them in a different environment. Stihl would rent the entire hotel in the ocean front. Beautiful, beautiful place. And I remember getting in there and visiting with my dealers and forming relationships. And we were staring out over the ocean, looking at the waves come in, just totally relaxed. And my coworker walks up to me and he says, "Tomorrow morning, 8:30, you have to talk for an hour on saw chain." Now, if you don't know what saw chain is, that's the little teeth that go around and chip away at the wood. And I freaked out. I was mad. I immediately went into a mode of total fear. I was feeling total personal misery. So my approach was to go up to the room. And I stayed up all night trying to come up with what I was going to say. They had told me a long time ago that if you don't know about saw chain and can tell other people about it, then you're not worth a hoot. So all these voices started on me, and I thought, well, what is the solution here? And the thought that came to my mind was drought. I had a prescription that I could use for crisis moments. It was called Xanax. Some of you are familiar with that. And I went to my bag and opened it up, and sure enough, there was 3 of them in there. Now, normally, one will do plenty. But I thought, this is Lord's better. So about an hour before, it was about 7:30 in the morning, I took them. And I remember the fellow said, "Okay, you're on." And I got up in front of the group. I had this uncontrollable thought that I wanted to say, "Who are you people? What are you doing here?" I controlled that and kind of put something together, and it sounded something like this. "My name is Mark, and I'm from Kansas. You know where Dorothy and Toto hang out?" And I was about 2 minutes and I couldn't get off of that. And it got worse. Double doors at the back of the room flung open, and in comes an entourage of German industrialists, led by none other than Hans Peter Stihl. I didn't even know they were in the area. And fellow Toastmasters, I died. I didn't know what to do. And I had a decision to make. Was I standing on quicksand and this was going to just obliterate me? It truly was a moment of total personal misery. But I made a decision right then that this spot is where fear dies. And it works. Somebody after the meeting suggested I join Toastmasters. That was my first evaluation. And it took about 2 years. And about this time in 1992, 20 years ago, I joined this group. And the fear doesn't want to let go. And it has some friends. cousins, I'll call them. You know, there's anxiety, lack of self-confidence, all kinds of things, doubt. But this is where it starts to shed. By standing here, just coming into this little circle, standing in front of a bunch of friendly people, and speak from your heart. I realized then that my emotions and my mind were not connected at all. And it's all about connecting the gut with the mind, speaking from my heart, which I've tried to do. And it's been quite a journey. So what's the benefit? I assure you that the fear will begin to shred off, and you will become more effective. And like the Wizard of Oz, I can't give you the courage. I can support you. I'll even let you borrow my little rug. But you will find that the fear drops away, and all that's left is those butterflies